What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game Over Gerkinman. I'm Gerkinman. We're in Dodongo's cabin, and I have some bombs. And I'm gonna blow up some shit. Yeah, I really like this. I like this dungeon. It's not too long. Puzzles aren't overly difficult, but they make sense. With that switch on, the moving platform goes higher. Now you can quickly reach the second floor. I really like that about these games. Sometimes the temples, especially this one, I can't think of one that does it quite as well as this. Maybe the forest temple. Actually, definitely the water temple, since it has different levels of... Oh no. That's not what I wanted to do. There's like a central chamber and everything kind of like wraps around back into that. I really like that sort of level design. I'm gonna drop some bombs on this guy's eyes. And he's gonna like it. Of course, you don't have to drop them from up here, you can just jump down there and do it. In fact, I'm gonna do that after I blow up this room here, because there's a treasure chest on the map. And I want to see what the treasure is. I bet it's nothing useful. What is it? I knew it. But you see the way it disappeared? Some people didn't like the fact in Twilight Princess that, I mean, some people like the fact that the money would the treasure chests, if you got money out of them in Twilight Princess, if your wallet was full, you'd put the money back. I didn't like it because it meant if that happened that I would end up with a bunch of empty map, like a bunch of maps still on my fucking map, and then I'd go in there looking for keys when I'd already been in there and I didn't need to. And it bugged me, and now this thing's open and that's awesome, and that guy's shooting a laser at me and that's awesome. This dungeon's just got it all, ladies and gentlemen. It's all here in this dungeon. Yeah, it's a good dungeon. I really like it. Even this little room here where, well, aside from this guy who's trying to kill me, but he failed. Whoop, that guy on the other hand, I didn't see you coming, but now you're dead too. Take that. Yeah, you can, I love this room because you can see, like as soon as you walk in, there's that rock there, and you're like, alright, I gotta push that into here. How do I get into there? Okay, that door's closed. That only leaves this entrance. So it's very linear in the way it's presented, but it's just a cool kind of linear where you still kind of got to work things out. I don't know. I just really like this dungeon, and I like the way the little arches in here look like bones. There's just a lot to love in Dodongo's cabin, I think. Like I said, it's not difficult or anything like that at all, but I just think it's a fun little well-designed dungeon. It's quaint. It's a very quaint dungeon, and that's why it's one of my favorites. And I just like the kinds of puzzles in here. I kind of wish there were more dungeons that were about this size. This is a good sized dungeon to me. You know, 40 minutes I think is roughly half an hour to 40 minutes is all it takes to complete. But if there were more dungeons that were this size, but had more difficult puzzles, I think that would be actually probably my I did not mean to do that with that fairy. I could have bottled him. Oh well. That would be like my perfect Zelda game, basically. I guess they'd be like little challenge dungeons or something like that. I wish there was more of that sort of thing, but even the dungeon after this is actually a pretty... It's not overly long, but it doesn't outstay its welcome. I find some of the dungeons in Ocarina of Time outstay their welcome a little bit, and it's mainly because I just noticed how badly compressed these rocks are. Look at the colors. The colors. Oh, that's gross. Gross. I was saying something. Yeah, there are some the dungeons themselves like are long, and then there are puzzles inside that dungeon, and they're long. So, and there's this guy, and oh, really? I have to do it twice. I didn't think it would wake him up, and then... Alright, come on, start flashing. Do your thing. God damn it. Yay, I did. Alright, never mind, you can live. It doesn't matter. Yeah, there are some dungeons that don't say they're welcome just because the puzzles are time-consuming. Oh, really? That's back in its place now? You fucking kidding me? This is the Nintendo 64. It's using cartridges. Should remember this shit. You jerk. Anyway, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing quite well. Obviously, because I'm doing a dungeon that I really like. Talking about how much of a baby I am, because I like the easy, short dungeons. Okay. Alright, come on. Come back down here. Let me... Alright, we can just fly away. Whatever. I'm going to capture this fairy. Watch this. Now I'll open the bottle and I won't be there anymore. Nope, there he is. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. For those not in the know, that fairy will automatically heal me if through some miracle or horrible, horrible fuck up I end up dying. Which, you know, if my Demon Souls Let's Play is anything to go by, there is a slim chance of that happening. And now we're already back around in this room with this thing, and all the bats back. I really wish the enemies didn't respawn in this area. Like, it's kind of frustrating. And I really wish that these textures weren't so horribly compressed. I'm alright with blurry textures, but when the colors get all funky and you get big pink and purple blobs on there, that's another story. Oh, really? You cheeky fuckers. One of you drop some hearts. Come on. Thank you. You jerks. It's like looking at a fucking JPEG on the internet in the early 90s. Ugh. I can't remember how big the textures on the Nintendo 64 were. I think my friend Adam told me this because he's done some ROM hacking and stuff. I think generally they were 48 by 48 pixels, which, you know, if you take 48 by 48 pixels and apply it to, say, these tiles around this rock here, that's going to look alright. I mean, like, it's not going to look great, and on a CRT at the time, it'll look alright. If you take 48 by 48 pixels and blow them up to the size of these and then tile them, you know, you're going to have a bad time. It's just the nature of the hardware at the time. We're already at the boss. I like this level, as I said. It's not overly long. It doesn't outstay its welcome. It's a cute, fun little... Just a nice little... For a second dungeon, I think the challenge ramps up the perfect amount. And this boss fight's a little underwhelming, but it's fun nonetheless. Once you work out that there's a safe space where he can't hurt you, it becomes a little bit too easy. But there are things that complement in this boss room. For example, the look of the lava here with the wavering from the heat, I think still looks pretty cool. It's a little whack, but you know. I would like to know where the infernal dinosaur King Dodongo got his extra legs from, because the other Dodongos all only had... What? Oh, you're doing your thing? Cool. All the other Dodongos in the game only have... Oh, that's right. I thought he was going to roll up. All the other Dodongos in the game only have a... Oh, wow. That was fun. The other Dodongos all only have 2 legs, so for some reason, I guess when they get to a full adult size and become king size... Get it? King size? It's a joke. I guess they just grow extra legs all of a sudden. I don't know why they didn't just leave him with... Ow. I don't know why they didn't just leave him with 2 legs, but whatever. Guess it doesn't make a big difference in the end. Point is, it's a very easy boss, but he looks cool. The gimmick to him is fun. Throwing bombs in his mouth is something that they would later revisit, and I think do a better job of. But, you know, it all started here, and this death sequence is pretty great. This fucker's gonna just sacrifice himself. He's so mad. Oh no, not in the fire, man. Oh no. You went into lava, and now you are dead. It's a nasty way to go. I certainly wouldn't want to die that way. I wouldn't want to die that way. I think that'd be a... It's a nasty way to go. I'm not sure why he cools the lava when he goes in there, but... Whatever, we got a heart piece, let's get the fuck out of here. They got some other things to check out. They're not just ending it here today. Oh, no siree. Not at all. This is a nice little cutscene here, though. I like the way Link's so confused. He's teleported. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And then this happens. What do? You're a kid, and this guy sneaks up behind you like this. And smiles. Beats his chest. It's me, Darudia. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongo's cabin until our stomachs burst. Aw, yeah. What a wild adventure. It'll make for an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief Ganondorf. Not sure why the Gorons didn't just eat the rock that was blocking the cave. I don't know, it seems like it might have been a simple solution. Maybe it was a rock that didn't taste good, I'm not sure, but whatever. Anyway. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you. You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship." Oh, Link, you always get everything done in the end. You can always count on Link. In the end, something. I quite like the design of the Spiritual Stone of Fire, actually. I think it's got a nice design to it. And I like the fact that the Gorons like have it tattooed on their arms. I think this is a very nice touch. I was always impressed by the weird like crystal reflection effect they had on the crystals themselves as a kid, and how shiny it looked. I always thought that was really cool. The Goron's Ruby Spiritual Stone of Fire. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have 1 more to find. Not sure who says that. Maybe it's Link's internal mindset. I'm not sure. Brother, you keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of the Death Mountain. She will power you up. Yeah! Hey everybody, let's see off our new brother. Yeah, very cute little scene here. You did great. You did great. How's about a big Goron hug, brother? And I love this, he goes to run down back to Kakariko, and then another one just drops out of the sky. It's a beautiful little touch there. That's a great moment to put you on the right track, to make sure that you don't go to, you know, they wanted to make sure that people went to the Great Fairy, not straight to Kakariko. I can turn around and do that, but it's put you on the right path. But the fact that they do it with a gag, I think is awesome. Those are the little things that no one ever talks about in this game, that they're the small things that I appreciate. Another one is, will be in a couple episodes with the Zora King, when he really excruciatingly slowly makes his way across a blocked entrance. And a lot of people hate it because it takes so long, but I think it's kind of the joke, because he's big and he's fat and he's slow, and it just... Ow. I don't know. I really like that stuff. Even if you don't have to like it yourself, but god damn it. You know, that's just my personal taste. Here we go. Come on. Gotta get this timing right. Boom, there we go. And I fucked it up. I done fucked up. There is a cow trapped under that rock, and I'm not going to save it. Because why is it even there? There are weird things in this game, like I'm all fine with weird stuff. But there's weird and then there's like random. And I would put that cow that is underneath that rock in a little hole in the ground on more of the random side of things, and I don't appreciate that stuff as much. I mean, like, it's cute, I guess. It gives a personality, I suppose, but it doesn't really serve any real purpose. Neither does this section. We have to keep doing this. It's just, I guess it's making Death Mountain seem really dangerous, but I think the rocks fall way too frequently. We barely move forward and then it starts up again. What, 3, 4, like 5 seconds? Like, what? Why? Why only 5 seconds? Or what they could have done here was just have one rock fall down occasionally and you can see the shadow so you know to move out of the way. So you still feel dangerous, but it could happen at any time, kind of like a real volcano. Anyway, now that we're out of that magic weird place, the screen's turned blue, the red's gone, and there are spiders everywhere. Spiders for us to kill. I don't think this texture gets used anywhere else in the game either, actually, now I think about it. I'm pretty sure it's a one and done. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before. And I'm sure most of those times you guys let me know in the comments section. You're like, Dan, you're wrong. And you're talking out your ass and you have no idea what you're talking about. What's the time? 3:35 a.m. Man, these nights go by quickly. How time flies. Alright, so before we go... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yes. Question marks, exactly. If we go down there, we will die because it's too hot. Or at least we'll start losing health because it's too hot. Which as a kid, I didn't understand what was happening. But that's the inside of the volcano. It's toasty. It's toasty in there. So instead... No, down. There you go. And then I'll put this back where it was. Thank you. Instead, we're going to come in here and talk to the Great Fairy, who is much better looking in Hyrule Warriors from what I've seen. I haven't played it. I don't own it. I'd like to play it. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Dynasty Warriors games, but I wouldn't mind giving it a go. Just because the Great Fairy doesn't look like she belongs in the movie Priscilla, Queen of the Desert in it, but I don't know if I should put the way the Great Fairy looks down to art direction or if it's just the limitations of the system. I can't remember if they have concept art for her in any of the stuff they released. Maybe there's some in the Hyrule Historia, I'll double check, but I don't think there is. I can kind of see what they were trying to do, but it's just, the 64 just didn't have enough polygons to do it, I don't think. But yeah, they got it looking pretty tight in the Hyrule Warriors, so it only took another, 3 generations after this to get it right. I'm going to receive her magic. I'm getting sprinkled with magic. I think that's what this one is. She heals me and I think gives me the magic bar. Yeah, I got a thing. Oh, a spin attack, yeah. Hold B to charge your weapon. Yeah, that's right, because you can do the spin attack throughout the whole game, but if you get this one, you can charge it and use a magical spin attack. Which is cool. When you charge your power for a spin attack, magic power will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Hey boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. And I always forget to go and visit her and finish the game without whatever she gives you. When battles made you weary, please come back to see me. Weary me rhymes, kind of. Clever. So clever. Anyway, now we got what we came for up here. I'm going to make a bunch of annoying rolling sounds and we're going to go outside and hitch a ride. Alright, Owlman, I'm ready. I'm ready, coach, take me. Well, it looks like you've grown up a little from the Great Fairy's power. Yes, I'm going back down to Death Mountain. Let me hop onto your feet. I like this little cutscene in first person. I think it's very cute. I like the kind of way it shows off the map quite a bit too, actually. It's a pretty big environment for the time. I'm going to come back up here later and get a couple of those Skulltulas I missed, but I'm going to wait till I get the boomerang. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sizable area for the Nintendo 64 to be rendering at the time, when you really look at it and think about it. And having the 2D Kakariko village there, beautiful. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next time we're going to... Actually, let's go to where we'll be going next time. Let's at least do that, shall we? First things first, come down here. I don't know if No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear about you, boss of the carpenters that Impa hired to improve this village and make it into a true city. Young men these days have big afros for some reason. Let me get out of this conversation. I want to roll into the tree and I think a spider will come out. Even my own son doesn't have a job and he just wanders around all day. They're all worthless, I tell you. I don't want to speak, I just want to roll into the tree. Come on, let me roll into the tree. No, into the tree. Nope, into the tree. Into the tree. No spider, never mind. Well, I'll get those seeds just in case. Now, normally about this time, Navi will say, hey, there's some cold wind blowing in from Zora's domain, and you're like, what the hell's that? I think it's cold wind blowing from Zora's domain. Maybe that's later on. I think that's later on, actually. She's just going to tell us to go visit the Zora's domain, so that's what we're going to go do. Kind of. We're going to kind of visit Zora's domain. Thankfully, all three of the starter areas are, like, really close to each other. I mean, like, Kakariko Village is just there, obviously, because we were just there. Just, like, literally, this is all you have to do to get to, Zora's domain is, like, swim upstream here, against the river, which I guess is slow because I'm going against the current. Come on, Link, you can do it. You can do it. Put your back into it. There you go. And, Kokiri Forest is, like, literally just, like, over that way, a tiny bit, so... all the opening starter areas are very close together, which is kind of cool for the first 3 dungeons. For all the babies out there. Also, I'm curious if you know what the fuck... whoops. What the fuck this texture is supposed to represent. I think these are bushes and those are trees and the green at the top's trees, but I don't actually know. If you know what those textures are supposed to represent, please let me know, because I really have no idea. And I would really like to know. Alright, Zora's River. I know for a fact... oh, magic. I know for a fact this owl's gonna fucking talk to me, but I'm also... oh, god damn it, I just wanted to roll into the tree, buddy. Looks like you've gotten bigger and stronger already, G-Man. Just ahead lies Zora's domain. The Zoras serve Hyrule's royal family by protecting this water source. Their door will not open for anyone except those who have some connection with the royal family. Let them hear the melody of the royal family. Thanks, buddy. You literally just spoke to me like 2 seconds ago, but thanks for the advice. I get sick of that guy. Interrupting my shit all the time. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Come here, Spider-Man. Thank you. Thank you very much. And next time we're going to start making our way up this river to get to Zora's domain. I think it's a fun little trek. And to celebrate, I'm going to re-equip the Deku shield, which I never did as a kid, but I find it makes it a tiny bit easier. Not that it's difficult in the first place, but I guess more convenient maybe is a better way of putting it. I think it is. So, I hope you'll join me for that next time. Once again, if you're enjoying the series, let me know in the comments below. And stuff. And I just pressed the button, I didn't mean to. So, thank you again. Have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Peace out. Have a good one.